So today's training is about understanding that I have all the power within us that we always need, always have needed, and always will need to achieve absolutely everything we have ever desired. Everything. You have the power within you to achieve everything you have ever desired, and ensure that every single one of your dreams that we're going to get clear on becomes a reality, and not one of those dreams goes to the grave with you. Now, as we begin this journey today, it's going to be a 7-day journey initially. And you're going to receive the tools today to completely reprogram your mind, to completely reprogram your thoughts, your beliefs, and how you think, act, and behave in this world to show up and achieve the life that you want in just 7 days. Now, you probably don't believe right now that you're going to have this dramatic, life-changing experience in the next 7 days of watching this video. I'm here to tell you right now that you're wrong, because it's absolutely possible. And it's not just possible, it's guaranteed. All you need to do is what you're about to learn in the next 60 minutes, 90 minutes, dependent on how long this takes. There's no time limit. So if you could start to become the person that you've always wanted to be, if you could start to believe, achieve, imagine, and feel like the person that you've always wanted to be in just 7 days, how would that change your life? How would you show up? How would you feel when you wake up in the morning? How would you feel before you go to bed? How would you interact with other people? How would you view the world and your place in it? And how would you think and act just in today? I'm going to put forward that every person that's watching this video live now, thank you for showing up, and every single person that watches it when the replay goes live, and every single person that applies just 50% of what you're about to learn, you will have a completely different experience of life today and every single day afterwards. So this starts on getting complete clarity about exactly what you want. We cannot achieve what we don't know what we want. Maybe it's your dream body. Maybe it's a loving relationship. Maybe it's the career or the business that you've always wanted to start. Maybe it's financial freedom. Maybe it's to feel loved. Maybe it's to be loved. Maybe it's just to wake up every single day feeling calm, happy, and positive. Exactly how I've started today and every day for the last 16, 17 days since I've been on this new journey. Maybe it's confidence. Maybe it's self-love. Maybe it's belief. Maybe it's to be kind to yourself. Whatever it is, I don't know. Just make sure it's your dream and your desire. Not how you've been led to think you should be, or what you should think you should have, or the life people have told you that you should lead. That won't work. Lead. It's about you, your dreams and your desires. Nobody can give them to you. Have total clarity on what mine are, and they have to be truly what you want and the life you want to live. Not the life you may have been led to believe that you need to lead in order to be happy. So hold that vision, and we're going to write it down, because everyone's going to go back and watch this training several times. That might be a 2 or 3 hour process. You might want to go back to designing your dream life, which I did live on stage at Mindset Mastery. But I want you to visualize it first. Visualize the loving relationship. Visualize the dream body. Visualize the confidence, the positivity, the love and the energy. Visualize the career or the business. Visualize the car, the villa, or the bank account. Whatever it is that you truly desire, visualize it. But we can't just visualize it. We have to attach emotions. We have to feel it, and then we have to attach the positive emotions of already having it. How would you show up if you felt so loved by every single person in existence? How calmly would you operate today if you already had more money than you ever needed? How would you operate today if you were already in your dream career, in your dream house, driving your dream car, getting into bed with your dream partner? How would it feel? What emotions would you experience if all of that was already yours? Because that's the key to doing this. We have to visualize it. We have to believe it. We have to feel it. And then we have to act in accordance with it. Because your thoughts create your personal reality. Your thoughts create your beliefs. This is why a repetitive thought is the most beautiful thing in the world, and it's also the most destructive thing in the world. We can think everybody loves me and everybody will love you, or you can think nobody will ever love me and nobody ever will. It's a perfect reflection. You can think all the money that I want in the world is already mine and it's coming my way, and then we can act in alignment with that and show up that way every day. Or we can think I'll never have anything that I want, and we'll act and show up in alignment with that. So your thoughts create your personal reality. Every thought you have sends a signal to the universe, and it will send you back exactly what you send it, but only 100% of the time. So if you're maybe showing up in any form of relationship or any form of engagement with a little bit of hatred, frustration, resentment, negativity, be it a working relationship or an intimate relationship, that is exactly what you are going to give back. If you show up with love, kindness, compassion, positivity, patience, and an unwillingness to never ever project a negative emotion or a negative thought onto another person, no matter what they say, the same will be returned to you. Now, this journey over the next 7 days, and we'll be working together in another 7 days, and another 7 days, and another 7 days. It's no different to ordering your dream life from Amazon. No, I haven't gone crazy. But the tough part is you need to place that order every day, 3 times. In the morning, in the afternoon, and before you go to bed. You have to place the order at the Amazon Life Dream Shop of exactly what you want. But you have to believe it's coming. You don't order something from Amazon and then think, oh, I wonder if that's going to come in the post. Nah, that's not going to come in the post. No, that's never going to come. I'm not good enough for that to be able to come in the post. Maybe that would have come in the post one day, but not anymore because I'm too old. You just know it's coming. And if you knew that everything that you always wanted or always have wanted, and everything that you've just created that you want was absolutely coming, there was absolutely no chance that that is not what you were going to receive, again, how would you show up today? How happy would you be? How positive? What would your energy be like? You have to do it at such a deep level and believe it on such a deep level that you're then continually inspired to take action towards it because you know that it's going to be yours. If you don't believe that the dream life that you want is ever going to be yours, you will never consistently take the action towards it for long enough for it to arrive. You need such a high level of belief in your dreams that every second of every day, you almost don't want to go to sleep because it's wasted time and you want to get up to take more action towards it. The second you get out of bed, all you are focusing on is what you want, and the energy and the positivity and the actions that you need to take today in order to move towards it. Now, it's not just about thinking. I've said this before. You can't sit and manifest. You can manifest, but then you have to take action. You can't just believe and it will happen. You have to believe to a level that you're deeply inspired to take action. Because it's about a feeling. It's the belief that creates the feeling. Because emotion is the language of the body. And when you combine a clear thought of exactly what you want, and you have total clarity on exactly what you want, and you combine that with the powerful emotion of believing it, of feeling it at a deep emotional level in every cell in your body, that's when you're not just dreaming anymore. That's when you're believing. And when you're believing, you'll start to take action. So you might just be thinking, Lee, this all sounds great, but I don't know where to start. So how do we start this 7-day journey today? And I can't wait to check in with you guys in 7 days. I want every single person who watches this video, even if you're watching live now, to go back when it's uploaded and leave a positive comment on YouTube, stating one thing that you want to work towards. One goal, one dream, one belief, one vision. That's it. The ones who do it will win. The ones who don't, won't. Simple. So it starts with understanding this one key thing. And if you take one thing away from this training, it's this. I can't wait to see how many of you do that, by the way. Or how many people find a reason not to. Because that's the one reason that will hold you back. You are not your past. You are not your past relationship. You are not your past trauma. You are not your past experience. But over and above you not being your past, you are also not your current situation. You are not your past. You are not your current situation. You are not your current circumstances. You are the creator of absolute limitless potential. And the best thing is you already have every single tool in you right here, right this second, to really believe that you have that limitless potential to such a level that you're completely taking action to it. Every single person watching this video right now could become a multi-millionaire if they chose to. Every single person watching this video now can have the most loving, special, precious, intimate relationship in the world if they choose to. Prosperity, wealth, the body that you've always wanted, the business that you've always wanted, the positivity, the energy, the health, the healing. It's limitless, and it's all there. It's all there waiting. But as I said, you need to get clear on what it is you want. And don't play small. Small goals don't create inspiration. Mediocre goals don't get people out of bed. Settling for okay will not make you feel inspired. A good relationship will never make you happy. An okay career will never make you happy. We have to go big. So write it down. Every single piece of detail of what you want, and then the emotions that you are going to feel when it's already yours. How would you be showing up today if you were in the most loving, intimate relationship that you never even imagined was possible, completely aligned with your soulmate? How would you be showing up today if you had more money in the bank account than you knew what to do with? You were already living in the dream home, driving the dream car, and looking forward to the dream holiday next week. How would you act? How would you feel? How would you behave? How would you show up in life? How would you be behaving today if you already had everything that you wanted and desired? Because you already do. So if it's a new body, describe it explicitly. Exactly how does that body look? If it's a new career, describe it explicitly. Where do you work? What are your colleagues like? What's your business like? How many employees do you have? What's your turnover? How does your working week look? If it's your dream partner, how does he or she look? What colour hair do they look? How do they talk? How do they behave? What are your intimate experiences like? What fun do you have together? Where do you go together? What conversations are you having? What does her smile look like? What does his smile look like? What do their eyes look like? See it on a deep, intimate level. If it's financial freedom, how much money do you have? If it's the car that you want, what model is it? Describe it down to the T. What's the colour of the seats? How does the steering wheel feel? How does the engine sound? You can't just say, I want a new car, I want a new house, or I want a new partner. Get so clear on what it is that you attach emotions and feelings to the vision. Make it real. Feel it. Attach the emotions. And then, not if you're driving right now, but if you're watching live, close your eyes, focus deeply on this vision, and step into that reality because it's there. Feel excited for that reality because it's there. And feel the gratitude of already having it. This is why gratitude is so important. It's not just about wishy-washy stuff. When is the only time that we say thank you? When we receive something. So let's say thank you for already receiving the life that we know that is coming. But this isn't just about visualizing, believing, and everything that I've talked about. It's about feeling it on such a deep level that you become a creator. You stop surviving and playing a low-level life with low-level people and low-level experiences and showing up with low-level energy, and you start creating your wildest dreams because you are so focused on them every day that there's no room for anyone else. You don't think about your ex because all you're thinking about is your dream partner. You don't think about your unhappy career because you're that focused on your new business. You don't hate your body because you're already in love with your new one. In such a deep alignment that you're constantly inspired to turn up and work towards it. Now, the next phase after this is the power of letting go. Now, that might sound very, very crazy. You've just told me to focus on something and now you're telling me to let go. Here's why. So you've just placed the order at the Amazon shop of life for everything that you've ever truly desired. And that's there. That cannot be debated under any circumstances. Everything you want is there. You just have to get in alignment to be open to receiving it and believing it on such a level that you're constantly inspired to work towards it. Stop playing small. Now, the reason why you need to let go is you need to let go of every single self-limiting belief as to why you can't have it. I'm too old, I'm too unfit, I give up too easy, nobody will ever love me. I can't let go of the trust issues with my ex. All men are narcissists. Nobody will ever love me. Women can't be trusted. All rich people are evil. There's no opportunity out there. There's no jobs. My industry's screwed. You have to let go of all of that because it's total tosh. Lies you have told yourself that have shaped your entire life. You have to let go of every self-limiting belief as to why you can't create the reality you desire. Because if you don't, it won't work. If you don't believe you are going to have your dream body, dream partner, dream life, dream career, dream business, and dream existence, it will never, ever, ever show up. On Logan's Life, I promise you. Because if you don't believe it at such a deep level, how are you ever going to be inspired to take the work towards it? This is why people in businesses show up on social media for 4 or 5 weeks and then all of a sudden they haven't done 1,000 sales and they're not Richard Branson, so they give up because they never believed they could achieve it in the first place. This is why people start out on a fitness and nutrition program and they go to the gym and they do the work and they eat healthy, and then all of a sudden their dream body hasn't shown up. So they go back to old thoughts, old behaviors, creates old outcomes. You have to let go of why you think it won't work. If you think that you're never going to be in a loving relationship, you never will, ever. Because you will not give out the correct energy in order to receive it. If you think you'll never be wealthy and have financial freedom, you never will. Because you'll never be inspired enough to take the action towards it. And when it doesn't show up after 3 to 4 weeks of trying hard, you'll quit. If you want to operate from a calm, focused, deep emotional place, and you start meditating every morning and night, and all of a sudden you're not a Zen warrior within 4 or 5 weeks because you don't really believe it's for you and that it will work, you'll stop and you'll go back to old ways. You have to believe it on such a level that you trust the process, that you're continually inspired to take the action. But this is the big thing when I talk about letting go. You need to let go of the feelings of needing to understand how to do it. You don't need to know how, you just need to know that you want to and that you believe it's possible. That's it. Great phrase in business, we talk about the who, not the how. Very often we don't even need to know the who, the how. I don't need to know how to do it, I just need to know that I want it, and then I can find the who. Who can help me achieve this? If you do the deep work and stay engaged, you're listening to his voice right now. You don't need to know how to do it, because I already know how to do it and I'll continue to teach you. So let go of needing to know how to do it, because right now you don't. So that is what will send you backwards. But you also need to let go of trying to force and control the outcome. You can't force financial freedom. You can't force or manipulate someone to be in love with you. You can't force or manipulate a new career. You just need to be inspired enough to keep taking the action towards it and trust the process enough that you can let go of all the self-belief and understand that if you just keep showing up, the universe and everything in it is infinitely bigger than you and I. So just let go of the need to control. The universe will take care of that. It's more powerful than every single one of us on this earth put together. If you try and control it, if you try and force it, what will happen? You'll meet resistance, then you'll meet resistance, and then you'll start to develop self-belief, lack of self-belief, and then you'll give up. The universe knows the fastest way to bring you all of your dreams. You just need to keep aligning with it through your energy, your behaviors, your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions. And be open to receiving it on such a level that you already feel that you have received it and that you can say thank you for it. Now, this doesn't mean sitting in your room today with your cross-legged and your fingers out here like this, like a Zen warrior with your hand on your heart and humming with some deep music on and expecting the magic to happen. It won't. Okay? It's about developing the mind and the energy to be consistently inspired to doing the work. This is why people get it wrong. Believe, behave, become. Not believe, become. Believe, behave, become. It's how you behave, the actions that you take, the thoughts that you think. It's about being constantly inspired because 1, you have clarity on the goal, and 2, you believe you can achieve it. 3, you can say thank you because it's already yours. That's what makes you feel inspired to do the work. If you don't believe it, if you can't visualize it, you will never feel inspired to do the work. This is why people that think they can't lose weight will never lose weight. This is why people who don't think they'll ever be rich will never be rich. This is why people who don't think they're worthy of love will never get love. This is why people who don't trust other people never get trust. Because it's aligning with negative emotions. I've said this before, there's 2 types of people in this world. People who are inspired and people who aren't. Case closed. Inspired people take action. Uninspired people keep talking about why it's different for them and blaming situation, circumstance, the past and other people. As I said earlier, you are not your past. You are not your past. You are not your current circumstances, and you are not your current situation. You have to let go of that. Until you do, you are on a one-way road to absolutely nowhere. Say it in your head now. I am not my past. I am not my current situation. I am not my current circumstances. I am the creator of my future. I am inspired every day to take action towards what I want because I've got so much clarity on the life that I want that I can see it, I can feel it, and I can believe it on such a level that I'm constantly inspired to take action towards it. Because when you stay inspired, when you are so focused on where you are going, why you want to go there, and that is already yours, you just need to show up, that's when good things will start to happen. Expect them, feel them, follow them. Trust your feelings, trust your impulses, trust your intuition, do the thing. Because the universe is signaling to you that you've changed your energy, that you're starting to move your desire. So when things start to show up, when you start being more positive and vibrating at a higher level and giving that out to everyone in the world, you're going to start getting it back, and small things will start happening. And those small things are signals to you that you're doing the right thing and you're moving towards your desires. Just like it did to me, I took action this weekend. Thursday PM, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'm off to Millionaire Business School with Peter. I ummed and ahed on the decision. But then something just told me to do the thing. Just go for it. Just leave the world for 4 days and go and immerse yourself in this experience, which is 12 hours per day, non-stop, immersive. Because I'd aligned myself with the right emotions, my mind and my energy and my confidence and my belief told me to do it. If I was operating from a place of stress, overwhelm, not being enough, I'm too busy, then I wouldn't have taken the action. And I've said, no, you know what, maybe next year. Do the thing when you get the signal. So the next stage, so we've gone through those 2 stages already. Clarity on what we want, letting go of why we feel we can't get it. The next stage is the hardest by far. And you have to do this all day, every day. You can't do it for one day and then not another day. You can't do it for a morning and then go back to yourself for the afternoon. Pay attention on a deep level to every single thought you have. Every single thought. This is what will change your life. Paying attention to every single thought. And every time you catch yourself having a negative emotion towards another person, stop it and show them love. Every time you have yourself thinking a negative thought, catch yourself and replace it with a positive thought. Every time you get a little bit aggy with your partner or your ex or your kids about something, catch yourself and show them kindness, love and compassion. Because when you show them kindness, love and compassion, that's what will come back to you. When you catch yourself doubting yourself, I don't think I can get that body. I don't think I can get that car. I don't think I can earn that money. I don't think I'll ever have the life that I want. Catch yourself and drag yourself back and replace it with the positive emotions. Because you have to have the feeling of already having it. How would your relationship be if you just gave nothing but love, kindness, compassion, and empathy? How would your business look if all you gave to your employees was love and respect? How would you show up and exercise and eat if you knew the body that you wanted was already yours? So this is when it becomes real. So we've created the dream, we've let go of why we feel we can't achieve it, and we've made a commitment today and for the next 7 days, which is just this initial period before I do the next training, that we are going to deeply pay attention to every single thought we have. This isn't easy, guys. Most people have 4,000 or 5,000 thoughts per day. But we have to pay attention to every thought. And every time you have a negative thought or a self-doubting thought, stop, catch it, challenge it, change it, move. Now, when we start to get in this mind place, we're not just hoping for love, wealth, and prosperity to happen. We're behaving like it's already happened. We're feeling it in our heart. We're feeling it in our mind. We already believe we're in love. We already believe we have the dream partner, the dream life, all the wealth we could ever imagine. Then all we need to do is wait for the outside world to catch up. And when we operate from that place at a deep energetic level, the outside world will catch up. Now the next stage. So we've got clear on the dream and why we want it. We've let go of any reasons as to why we can't believe we can't achieve it. We've committed to changing our thoughts every day to align with getting it. And the next stage, as I said, is gratitude. And this is why I wake up now and meditate with a heart that's full of love. It's full of positivity. It's full of kindness. It's full of compassion. It's full of empathy. And those are the only emotions I am ever willing to project onto another human. Love, kindness, compassion, positivity, and good energy. I refuse to show anything else to another person, and that comes from how I'm starting and ending the day, and sometimes spending the middle of it. So gratitude is not just about saying thank you for what you already have. This is all we do. So how about if we start today, instead of saying for thank you for what we already have, say thank you for everything that's coming. I'm so grateful for the love that I'm about to receive because I know it's coming my way. I'm so grateful for the wealth that I'm about to experience because I know it's coming my way. I'm so grateful for the incredible body that I've achieved because I know it's coming my way. Gratitude is like a magnet for positivity. It's a magnet for your dream life. It's a magnet for your dream partner. It's a magnet for everything in your life. Gratitude is a magnet. It's a life magnet, because what gratitude does is it puts you in a state of receiving. As I said, we only say thank you when we receive something. So if I only say thank you when I receive something, and every single day I'm saying thank you for the life that's about to become real, as well as thank you for the life that I already have, what place am I putting myself in? I'm putting myself in a constant place of being open to receiving. This is why I will now never miss a morning or a night of meditation. So I get clear on every single emotion that I want to project, complete clarity on my goals, and also deeply focused on being grateful for everything I have and everything that's coming. So I spend my entire life in a position and a mindset of receiving. I spend every day living in a place of happiness, confidence, passion, and love. Because that's what I want. So if that's what I need to get, that's what I need to give. Now, the next thing is, don't be attached to how or when it shows up. Like I said, this is where so many people go wrong. You just have to trust the universe that is infinitely bigger than us and it will show up. But you can't force it. You just have to be continually open to receiving it. This is why so many people will watch something like this and they'll go, this is amazing. I feel so inspired. I feel so energetic. Lee, I feel incredible. I've listened to all this stuff. And then because they've not done the bit that I just said about catching their thoughts, they'll stop watching this video either now or on YouTube, and they'll go back to the old life of blaming, complaining, moaning, and projecting negative emotions onto other humans and wondering why they're not feeling them back. They'll go back to believing that they'll never be rich. They'll go back to believing that they'll never have the dream body, and then everything that will show up will be what they believe 100% of the time. So the next stage of this, break this down. You should be watching this video probably upwards of 10 times. So total clarity on an emotional level. So we're not just clear on the goal, we feel it on a deep heart level, whatever it is for you. Then we let go of any reasons as to why we don't believe we can achieve it. Then we practice gratitude every day. So we're in a position of receiving love, wealth, and prosperity every hour of every day. And then the next stage is to persistently manage your energy. None of you have a life problem, you have an energy problem. What you focus on grows. Where attention goes, energy flows and results show. So guard your mind like your fucking life depends on it. And I dropped an F-bomb there for a reason, because I want it to be so emphatic. Guard your mind like your life depends on it. So if your mind starts to focus on what's going wrong in your life, change that thought. If your mind starts to deliver hatred, resentment, frustration, change that thought. If your mind starts to project greed or jealousy or any bad emotion towards another human, guard your mind and change that thought. Because whatever thoughts are in your head, whatever you are focused on will grow. So if you're focused on the body you don't have that you want, if you're focused on hating your body, if you're focused on what's wrong in the business or the relationship, if you're focused on anything negative, you will get more, because where attention goes, energy flows. So if you have negative thoughts, you're going to have negative energy and a negative life. If you have positive thoughts, grateful thoughts, loving thoughts, kind thoughts, compassionate thoughts, all the energy is going to go on love, kindness, compassion, and positivity. And that is what will show up in your life. So for the next 7 days, do not watch TV. Nothing positive ever comes from watching TV. Do not read any media. Do not read newspapers. Do not watch the news. Nothing positive ever comes from watching the news or reading a newspaper. Nothing positive comes from watching TV. And stop scrolling on your phone. If you're focused on TV, you're not focused on your desires and your life that you want. If you're scrolling on social media, you're being a consumer, not a creator, unless it's something like this. If you're consuming positive life development work, that's very different. But again, that's a choice. You can choose Netflix, or you can choose to watch Diary of a CEO. Stephen Bartlett hasn't paid me for that plug, by the way, if only. So we can watch what we want to see, believe in our life to show up, or because we've started experiencing negativity, we can distract ourselves from the fact that we're not truly living the life that we want. Protect your environment. Protect your conversations. Protect who you talk to. Protect who you spend time with. Protect what conversations that you engage in. If you're engaging in conversations with other people and all they're doing is moaning about others and being negative and slagging them off and that thing that people do, remove yourself, and also beware, because when you do, you'll probably become the topic of the conversation. Do not allow negative people in your life. Do not allow negative thoughts. Guard your mind, protect your environment. But don't just do that. Make an effort to get around inspired people. Get around positive people. Get around people who project wealth, confidence, love, compassion, kindness. Be around who you want to be and never project negative emotions onto another human. Never. Do you know how much your life will change if all you ever project to others is kindness, compassion and love and patience? Not anger, not resentment, not frustration, not jealousy, just love. Surround yourself with positivity. Seek out people and places who inspire you, which is exactly what these trainings have led me to do. So from 8 a.m. on Thursday morning until 10 p.m. on Friday, Saturday and Sunday, 12 plus hours every day for 3 days, I'll be immersed in Millionaire Business School. I'll be immersed around Peter Sage. I'll be immersed around high players, high energy, people that vibrate at a huge level, people that want more, people that are inspired, people that show love, kindness and compassion, people that want to grow together. How different could that have been if I hadn't have been around them, if I hadn't have made that decision because my own thoughts, feelings and beliefs weren't aligning with it? Seek out people that inspire you. Invest to be around people that inspire you. Be around people who lift you up. Be around people who share values. Be around people who make you laugh and smile, and guard your mind from the opposite. Now you may be thinking, again, this all sounds great, Lee, but I'm married to a negative person, or my boss is negative, or any reason. Again, let go of that. They are not negative. That is your thoughts about them. And what did we just teach ourselves to do? Catch our thoughts. There are not negative people. There are only your thoughts about them. They cannot be negative if you don't have negative thoughts about them. So as I said, you might be thinking right now, I'm a million miles away from where I want to be in body, business and mind. I get it. I've been there. But here's the thing. Your current situation, if you feel that way, is just a reflection of your past thoughts, your past experiences and your past memories. You are not your past. You are not your memories. You're not your current situation, and you're not your current circumstances. You are the creator of your future. That's what you have to tell yourself every minute of every day. As soon as you get out of bed, fall asleep to it. I've given you guys some meditations. Because if we still keep having those emotions, if we still keep thinking about what's happened or the past, it's like driving a car and looking in the rearview mirror. What's going to happen if you're trying to drive forwards towards your deepest desires, towards your dream life, towards your dream partner, towards love, connection, wealth, prosperity, fulfilment, passion, wholeness? You're driving towards that, but then you keep looking in the rear mirror at what's happened in the past. You can't not love a new person because the bad relationship didn't work out. You can't not trust a new human because you didn't trust someone in the past. You're taking all the baggage of your future over your shoulder and carrying it into a new experience. Or you're trying to drive forward to everything that you want, but being shackled by the memories of the past. It's like trying to thinking of the memories of the past and thinking your past and your past experiences and your past outcomes and your past memories is like trying to drive a car with the brakes on. In fact, it's even worse. It's like trying to drive a car with the brakes on, looking in the rearview mirror. Imagine that. That's where most people live. Because they're so focused on what's happened to them and where they've been and whose fault it was, that they're looking in the rearview mirror. It's such a deep level that they can't even see the future, which is why point one of this training was so experienced. We have to see the future. We have to feel it. How different would life look if every minute of every day all you focused on was where you were going rather than what's happened? And right here, right now, you can commit to that. You can commit to every second of every day creating new thoughts that lead to new feelings, that lead to a new life because you've taken new actions and new behaviors. You can have this solidified in 7 days. Nothing's more important this week. Practice it every day. Practice catching every negative thought and changing it. Practice catching every past memory and replacing it with a vision of the future. Because this is the reality, right? Your thoughts are like a steering wheel. Questions are the steering wheel of the mind, but your thoughts are also the steering wheel of your life. So you might be watching this now and you've been driving in the wrong direction. You've been driving in the wrong direction for the past 30, 40, 50, maybe even 60 years. You've been driving in the wrong direction, looking in the rearview mirror with the brakes on. Now can you see why you feel the way you do? You've been driving in the wrong direction because you didn't do point one, which was get clarity on where you want to go and why. You've been driving with the brakes on because you won't let go of the self-limiting doubts and the fears and the beliefs about why you can't do it. And you've been looking in the rear mirror because you continue to be a victim of your past rather than a creator of the future. But right now you can make a U-turn. And if you keep consistently focusing every hour of every day of driving in a new direction and having new thoughts which lead to new actions, which lead to a new reality, because you've developed new beliefs, then guess what? You're going to reach a new destination because you're going to start driving forward with your foot on the accelerator, looking straight ahead at such a speed that you can't even remember what happened in the past. That you don't have any emotions that are negative. But you have to be relentlessly consistent with this. You can't just watch this today and then spend 30 minutes trying to be positive. This is the reality of what most people will do after watching this video and what most people do in life. You'll watch this, you'll feel inspired, you'll feel energetic, you'll feel positive. And these are all the conscious thoughts that you've created as a result of watching this video. But then when you stop being conscious because you stop catching your thoughts, you'll then go back to the old patterns. So you'll spend 30 minutes this morning focusing on moving forwards, vibing off my energy, going in the new direction, and then you'll go back to spending the rest of the day complaining, moaning, complaining about your current situation. We all do it. I do it. And that will never work. It's hard to do this every day, but you need to do it every day. Just like steps, tracking food, gratitude, journaling, meditation. You need to do it every day. You can't do these things for a few days and then get frustrated when the personal reality doesn't show up and then go back to the own thoughts, beliefs and behaviors. That's probably where you've been stuck your whole life. But you don't have to be perfect, but you need to practice this every hour of your life from today onwards. Practice positivity every hour after watching this video. Practice love, compassion and kindness every hour. Practice it. Reps. Just like building a bicep. Reps of positivity, reps of love, reps of kindness, reps of gratitude, reps of compassion. And how strong would the mind be if you just did reps all day, every day? How different would your personal reality look? But you don't have to be perfect. I had negative thoughts this morning and yesterday and the day before. I caught them, challenged them and moved forward. The meditation is massively helping. But you don't have to be perfect. You have to be persistent. So every time you catch yourself having a negative thought about your current situation or your past or another person, catch it, challenge it, change it. Be relentless. I'm going to become so relentless that I never feel or project a negative emotion to another person ever. I'm not going to talk about anyone angrily. I'm not going to hold on to any resentment or frustration. I'm not going to have any negative emotion towards another human. But I'm not just going to not have the negative emotions. That's like trying to stop drinking. If I focus on not having negative emotions, I'll probably have them. I'm focusing on catching and replacing. So all I'm focusing on in every single engagement I come into, how can I show this person love? How can I show this person patience? How can I show this person kindness? How can I show them compassion? So to start with, you just need to gain momentum. Just to reiterate that, just for it to make a bit more sense. It's not about stopping thinking negatively. It's about thinking so positively that negativity just doesn't become an existence. It's about becoming so focused on where you're going with the foot on the accelerator, and you're looking through the windscreen at such a speed because you're so clear on where you're going, that you're so inspired that you're constantly taking action towards it because you are energy, love and prosperity, and everything that you've wanted is already yours, that all those past emotions and experience simply become forgotten, erased. Imagine just putting all of those past experiences and emotions into a big folder on your desktop, every single photo, every single memory of the past, every single feeling of not believing in yourself, of maybe not feeling worthy, put them all in a folder right now, visually, drag that folder and drop it into the bin. Gone. Act, feel and believe like they don't exist, like there is no past. Like today is the first day of a new start. Because to break old habits, to break old beliefs, it's not just about breaking them. We need to create new ones. You can't focus on stopping going out every Friday night. You need to replace it with something better. So to break old thoughts and beliefs, we need to create new ones. It's not about stopping being negative. It's about becoming positive. It's not about getting love. It's about becoming love. It's about giving love. Because when we change the energy and the vibes that we're giving out, everything will be returned to us, but only 100% of the time. Now, to make this real, as I said, we're going to align in 7 days, and you guys need to do this every day for 7 days. And now I'm going to drop a test in. And on YouTube, you can just comment it at any time. People will probably wonder what on earth you're writing. As soon as I upload it in our private group, go onto the video and comment the 2 things if you're watching live. Comment the one desire, the one dream, the one thing you want to work towards. And then when you've done that, drop another comment that says 7 days. Like I said, everyone will wonder what on earth you are writing. But then we'll see who actually does the work, who actually got this far in the video, who committed, who watched, who listened, and who did exactly what I just asked. Because here's the important part that you need to now get to, which is why I just asked you to do that, so I know who gets to this part. You're not looking to make all these things happen this week. I might be the nutrition magician, as Paul called me, but I'm not a life magician. I can't give you these tools in this video and guarantee you that all that's just going to show up. But what I can guarantee you is if you do this for 7 days, when we jump on next Monday morning, I guarantee you on Logan's Life, your mind, your positivity, your energy, your vibration will be in a completely different place. We're not looking to change your life this week. We're looking to change how you think, feel, and behave. Because what you believe leads to how you behave, and how you behave leads to who you become. I'll say that again. What you believe leads to how you behave, and how you behave leads to who you become. So we're just looking to change how you operate, change your thoughts and change your energy. We're not looking for any more results this week, rather than to be consistently focused on how we show up, the emotions you are feeling, the emotions you are projecting, and making sure that we catch any negative ones and change them and replace them with positive ones. It's just about every day making sure that every time we catch ourselves looking in the rearview mirror and putting the brake on, that we take the foot off the brake, we look straight back through the windscreen, and we put the fucking foot down. This is just the start of the 7-day journey before we meet again next Monday. And this is a new skill, like a squat. You don't squat for 7 days and become the perfect squatter. In fact, you probably feels really awkward and uncomfortable. You don't have a clue what you're doing. You think everyone's staring at the gym and you think, I really need to stop doing this because I don't like it. That's the discomfort, the same discomfort you're going to experience with mindset. So to become good at this skill of positive thinking, to become good at this skill of visualizing and feeling on such a deep level that you already believe that the life that you want is already yours, the love because you are love, the wealth because you are wealth, the positivity because you are positivity, takes daily practice. You have to practice it every day. Practice giving love. Practice positivity. Practice, 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 because it takes years of practice to become a master. But when you change the energy that you give out, you'll change the people and the circumstances that you attract. Quite simply, change your energy, change what you attract. But these, like I said, these next 7 days are not about forcing things to happen. It's not about trying to manipulate people or circumstances. It's not trying to smash it to a level where you get what you want because you just grind it all day, every day. And if you don't go hard or go home, and if you didn't do this, you didn't do that. And, you know, the whole, as much as I love him, you know, Goggins, putting yourself through self-pain and self-help mindset. It's not about that. That has its place in the world, but it's not this. This is not about trying to force things to happen. It's about getting in line with the frequency that you attract them. Just think about a radio as an example. If you want to listen to your favorite tune, aka your favorite life, what do you have to do? You have to tune into it every day. You have to tune into that frequency. And then what happens after a while when you tune in and you get it just right for an hour? What happens when you're in the car and you listen to the radio? I'm talking for us oldies before DAB, digital, whatever. It starts to go out of thing, doesn't it? It starts to go out of frequency. You have to tune it back in. Same with me DJing when I'm playing records. Again, not in this current day and age of syncing up on CDJs. Mixing on vinyl. The entire mix, I'm adjusting the vinyl, I'm adjusting the speed, I'm adjusting the tempo. And if I let it go for more than probably 1 or 2 minutes, it starts to go out of sync again. And it will sound like a train crash because the beats won't be in time and the record won't be in time and the tempo won't be in time. So I have to keep adjusting it, keep tuning back in to the sound that I want. Tune back into the life that you want. It's going to keep going out of frequency. But again, you know, you can't force the radio to play the song. You just have to tune into the frequency. And when you're tuned into the frequency, the song will show up eventually. It's the same with life. It's the frequency of your dream life. You need to think it, you need to feel it, and then you need to behave in line with all of your new insights in order to achieve it. So today, just make a decision with such firm intention, that you cannot focus on anything else, that you keep trying to look in the rear view mirror, and you can't look in the rear view mirror because you're so captivated on the vision of your future that's through the windscreen. You keep trying to put the brakes in, but your foot feels paralyzed. You cannot take it off of the accelerator. You keep trying to slow down and put the brakes on, but you can't. You keep trying to look in the rearview mirror, but you can't because you're so focused. Because every morning with the morning meditations and the evening meditation and the mindset work you're going to do in between and the journaling and the intensity that you're showing up in life, you find it impossible to think past thoughts. You cannot focus on anything apart from the dream life that you're going to attract, apart from the love that you're going to attract, apart from the prosperity and the wealth that you're going to attract. You can't think about it to such a level that it's all you can talk about. That you're telling every single person. That you're sending a message with meditations to 85 plus different clients on a Friday because you feel so inspired. Because you just want to share the love. You want to share the positivity. You want to share the energy. You want to share the love because you are love. But you're so focused on living this life that you want, but you're also feeling that because you're grateful for already having it. So we go from thinking to doing to being. And this is something I might get a tattoo with this. I'm going to be really honest. Because I think it's the most poignant 6 words that are put in a sentence, and it's so simple, and you should remember this forever. To believe, to behave, to become. Many people just get lost on the believing. If I can believe it, I can see it, I can achieve it. No. We need to believe it on such a level that it makes us behave in alignment with it, that we become it. So we need to believe in love and trust. So we behave with love and trust. So we become love and trust, and we attract love and trust. We need to believe in wealth. So we act in accordance with wealth, and we become wealth. Become so focused on your new thoughts this week that you find it almost impossible to go back to your old ones. Because here's the kicker, guys. We knew I wouldn't get through a full coaching session without saying here's the kicker at least once. Nothing in your life will change until you change. Nothing in your life will change until you change your thoughts. Nothing in your life will change until you change your behaviors. Nothing in your life will change until you change your beliefs. Nothing in your life will change until you change your energy. Nothing in your life will change until you change what you project. What you give, you get. If you want to get more love and prosperity, give more love and prosperity. If you want to get more kindness, compassion, and empathy, give kindness, compassion, and empathy. You and I are the perfect reflection of everything that we are giving out. Now, what I believe is so special about this, before I wrap it up. So if we know that nothing can change unless we change, personal change is powerful. I think 80 plus people changing as a team, on the same page, on the same meditations, on the same trainings, at the same events that we're going to show up to in November. On the same page, aligning with the same energy, the same love, the same kindness, the same compassion. Because in 30 plus days now, we've all done this training and we've all done the meditations every day. And we're all so focused on our future, and we've all let go of all memories of the past. So we're inspired by a vision of the future, not shackled by memories of the past. That we all feel love, energy, prosperity, kindness, positivity, and compassion. How might that event feel? What about the power? Imagine the power of 85 people all on the same page, all having done the same trainings, all talking about their dreams, all talking about their goals, all not allowing a negative thought or emotion to even enter their head, let alone express it. How fucking powerful will that be? How strong will that bond be? How unbreakable will that be? If we're growing, loving, empowering, and inspiring as one. Imagine that collective of not one negative thought, not one moan, not one blame, not one complain, not one justify, between a collective of people. How different would all of our lives be in 7 days before we realign? and reset and go again. By which time I hope you'd watched this at least twice and meditated at least 14 times. How different would life be in 7 days? And then how different would it be in 7 weeks? And then how different would it be with the same commitment as part of this team for 7 months? And then in 7 years, I absolutely guarantee you, everything that you wrote down on the list at the beginning of this training would absolutely, categorically, without doubt, be yours. Which is why you can say thank you for it now. But I can't do it for you. You need to do the meditations. You need to do the work. You need to catch the thoughts. You need to be in control of how you think. Because how you think will lead to how you believe. How you believe will lead to how you become. Because how you become will be a result of how you behaved. So are you a person that shows up and does the meditations every morning and every evening? Or are you a person that reaches for the phone and goes for the dopamine hit of WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, or watching some dross YouTube video of, I don't know. What type of person are you? What do you believe? How do you show up? How do you act? How do you behave? Who do you want to become? So tune in to this frequency now. Tune in every day to the life that you want and how you need to show up in order for that to become a reality. Because if each one of us did that every day for 7 years, as I said, I guarantee you without doubt, everything we have ever desired, without any shadow of a doubt, will be yours. Now, some people won't even do it for 7 days. Only last week, 21 days in, after having the most life-changing experience ever, I fell back into almost choosing Netflix over meditation. I was a bit tired, my energy was low, thought I'm just going to put a program on Netflix. 15 minutes in. 15 minutes in of watching Welcome to the Chippendales. Don't judge me. And the initial part of it, of then envisioning before I go into bed, naked guys, sniffing cocaine and having sex in dressing rooms, and a whole program that's basically based around jealousy, greed, murder, drugs, and everything in between. 15 minutes in, if anyone's watched it, you'll know what I'm talking about. Just sat there and I thought, what the fuck are you doing? You've done this thing for 21 days and you're already going back to the old habit of watching cod shit on Netflix to wind down. As I said last week, right? We don't need to do things to switch off. When we start to feel that way, oh, I just need to do this to switch off. I just need a blowout. If you ever get the feeling that you need a blowout, that's a sign from the universe that you don't need a blowout. That's a sign from the universe that your life has started to get a little bit shit. And rather than handling it head on, challenging the thoughts, challenging the emotions, challenging the behaviors, you think, oh, I'll just go and get smashed for a weekend. Because that's going to create positivity, energy and love, isn't it? I'll just watch some program on Netflix about drugs, murder and sex. That's really going to create positive energy, isn't it? But that's what the mind will do. It's not your fault, it's subconscious. Because meditating every day is hard. Committing to it before bed and first thing you get up is hard. Just like going to the gym's hard. Stacey smashing it out there, by the way. Big love. Training and learning at the same time. Watching mindset videos over Netflix, hard. Going into a very toxic situation and reacting with kindness, compassion and patience over jealousy, anger and frustration, resentment is hard. So we have to do the hard work. And you're always going to slip back, just like I did, into almost just watching rubbish on Netflix. And then I stopped it. I caught the thought, no, you don't do this. You don't watch Netflix before bed. You meditate before bed. You do mindset before bed, because you understand that that is what's in your subconscious before bed. Do you want gratitude, love, wealth and prosperity? Or do you want a program that's full of drugs, cocaine and nudity? Which one do you want? Because which one you watch is going to be in your subconscious thoughts. But as I said, I almost slipped back. Probably a bad analogy that I've chosen for a program, but it was just a real world example. So again, when you slip back, catch yourself. As I said, it's not about perfection. It's about consistency. Don't get disheartened if you don't have a new mind and a new life in 7 days. Don't get disheartened if you slip back occasionally. Don't get disheartened if you overreact. Snap at the kids, snap at the partners, snap at the business. Don't get disheartened if you start experiencing low self-worth and not believing in yourself. Don't get disheartened if you start reacting and you start overreacting rather than relentlessly practicing kindness and compassion. Don't get disheartened if you get drawn back into Netflix for 15 minutes like I did before catching that thought. Look how quickly I caught it. And I guarantee you on Logan's Life, that's the truth. And I can remember it because you guys know the way my photographic memory works. 15 minutes, 23 seconds. That was how far I was into the program. And my head just went, what are you doing? But do you know why I chose that over meditation? The same reason that you do everything negative in your life. Because it's easier. It's easier to blame, complain and justify than it is to practice love, kindness and compassion. It's easier to be negative than it is to be positive. It's easier to skip the gym than go to the gym. It's easier to go to the chippy than it is to cook yourself a nice healthy meal. It's easier to not track food than track food. It's easier to overreact, shout and get angry than it is to be calm and react with kindness, compassion and love. Easy option, hard life. Hard option, easy life. So again, it's not your fault, but you have to keep catching it and working on it every day, like I said. But don't expect all the results to happen straight away. Think about what happens when you plant the seeds of a tree. You have to plant them and then you have to water it every single day. And eventually it will grow. But if you just stop watering it after 7 days because you've not got an oak tree in your garden, it's never going to get past a sapling. Don't be the person in life that never gets past a sapling. I want you to be an oak tree. Keep watering your desires. Every morning, plant the seed, water the desires. Plant the seed, water the desires. Plant the seed, water the desires. And trust the world within you that it will show up. Because it takes practice. If you don't see immediate results this week, keep going. This is just about changing who you are. Just feeling better and being kind and positive to every human you interact with this week is a massive win. Imagine if you commit now, all I'm going to show this week to other humans, no matter how they behave, is love, kindness, compassion, and patience. Even if somebody says the most horrific, horrible, abusive thing to me, I'm going to show them love, kindness, and compassion. How better would you feel? Now, the final bit before I wrap this up, because it's going to be a long training. So, what we need to understand is that fear will be your biggest obstacle. Fear of change, fear of success, fear of failure, fear of letting go, fear of your current thoughts, fear of your current beliefs, because they're easier, and probably fear of truly becoming the new you. Because to become the new you, you have to let go of who you've become. And that's your identity. And that identity's been ingrained probably for the last 30 years of your life. 40 years. You're having to let go of that identity. And that's why you will experience fear. Because new is scary. Because you have to let go of the old, and old is comfortable. This is why you keep going back to old behaviors, old thoughts, old patterns, old memories. But fear will keep you stuck in your comfort zone. Even though, if you're honest, your comfort zone isn't very comfortable, is it? Fear will keep you, but here's the truth, right? Fear is just false evidence appearing real. It's your mind going back to old thoughts, old behaviors, and old experiences. False evidence appearing real. F-E-A-R. Fear is your mind going back to the past. Fear is your mind starting to look in the rearview mirror, not the windscreen. Fear is your mind starting to put the foot on the brake, not on the accelerator. Fear is a projection of the past. But if you're taking all your past experiences, thoughts, and behaviors and projecting them into the future, this is what will keep you stuck. You have to stop that and not allow it. You have to stop that. So when fear comes up, you have to fight it. When self-doubt comes up, you have to fight it. When negativity comes up, you have to fight it. When low self-worth comes up, you have to fight it. When self-love isn't showing up and self-loathing is, you have to fight it. But you also have to surrender to it. How can that be, Lee? How can I fight it and surrender to it? Because there's two ways. We can say thank you for trying to protect me. All fear is doing is trying to protect you. Your body's hardwired for comfort. Your body and mind are both hardwired for comfort and easy. Because it's designed to keep you safe. The whole human body and the mind is designed to keep you safe. So when fear comes up, we need to say thank you, as well as fighting it. Thank you for trying to protect me, but no thanks, not today. I appreciate you, good Lord of fear, trying to protect me and keep me comfortable, but not today, because I choose love instead. I choose faith. I choose prosperity. I choose the vision of my future. I choose the desire of what I want to be. I choose the vision of my future over the memory of the past. I choose to believe what's going to happen and what I'm working towards and that I'm good enough over the fear of what might go wrong and me not being good enough. It's not just about getting what you want. It's not just about the outcome. It's about becoming who you need to be to get the life that you want. So that's what I want you to focus on today and this week. Just becoming the person you need to be to get the life you want, not getting the life that you want. That comes later. But I'll tell you one thing, a negative person who does nothing but moan, blame, complain and justify, doesn't believe in themselves and spends half their life projecting negative emotions of anger, resentment and frustration onto other people, projecting love, kindness and compassion, will never ever get what they want. Angry people will attract more anger. People who blame will attract people who blame them. People who moan will attract people that moan about them. People who have low energy will attract low energy people. People who are negative will attract negativity because you will be the perfect reflection of what you are giving out. A person who's constantly focused on the past will never have a new future. Never. A person who isn't loving towards other people will never get love. A person who doesn't trust other people will never be trusted. So today, I want you to focus on positive thoughts. That's it. Focus on becoming the person you want to be. Focus on the emotions that you want to give. Practice love, practice kindness, practice compassion. Say no to hate, jealousy, and greed. Don't be jealous of other people. Be happy for other people. But if you want financial abundance, act, feel, and behave like you're financially abundant. If you want a loving relationship, radiate love. If you want to be trusted, radiate trust. Radiate love and trust to every single person in the world. Be open to giving and receiving love. The amount of people that are trying to get love without ever giving it. I just want a loving, trusting man, but I don't love or trust men and all men are bad. How crazy is that if you think about it? That's not a sexism thing. It's the same with men and women. I'm trying to get love, but I'm not giving any. All I give is anger, resentment, and frustration. But I want love, kindness, and compassion. So every single day, if you just focus on becoming active, if you want love, be love. If you want prosperity, be prosperity. If you want positivity, be positivity. And just doing this for 7 days, you will have completely changed when we all realign together in 7 days. But we have to do the work. It's not magic. The universe will respond to your energy this week, but it responds to all of your actions. So if you keep giving out negative energy, it will respond by giving you more. If you give out positive energy, it will respond by giving you more. If you keep giving out hate and blame, it will give you more. If you keep giving out love, kindness, and compassion, it will give you more. Because what we believe leads to how we behave, leads to what we become. New thoughts, new beliefs, new actions, new you, new life. But as I said, we can't force it. It's just about learning to operate from this position of desire, abundance, gratitude, and growth over lack and scarcity. And if you can just maintain this for the next 7 days, that's all I ask of you at this first stage, and then we'll build on it. If you can maintain this high energetic field for just 7 days, no more, starting with today, I guarantee your life will change. Next week, we'll be on this Zoom in a completely different mindset base. Maintain every day a positive desire to attract and focus the energy on how you operate, what you believe in, and what you behave like, because that will lead to what you become. So you can become the master of your life, because how you think will lead to what you believe. What you believe will lead to how you behave, and how you behave will lead to how you become. I'm going to say that one more time before we wrap up. How you think will lead to what you believe. What you believe will shape how you behave. And how you behave will shape who you become. Guys, I love you all. Thank you for being here from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for valuing yourself high enough to be here. And I'm sending you all positive vibes, energy, gratitude, love, and respect for valuing yourself high enough to watch this video. If you watch it on replay, comment love and respect, because I want to see who got this far. But here's the ending. Right now, visualize today unfolding perfectly. Visualize your perfect partner and relationship. Visualize your perfect life, your perfect body. Visualize today how you're going to seamlessly handle every challenge with calmness and clarity. Anything that crops up today that's out of alignment with how you want to feel, you're going to handle it seamlessly. The actions that you take, the love, the positivity, and the energy you give out. Because everything you give out is what you're going to achieve. And what you achieve will be what you receive, or what you receive will be what you achieve. So believe it. Feel it, act like it, and you'll achieve it. Because what you believe will lead to how you behave, will lead to what you become. So be amazing, because every single one of you is amazing. And everything you have always desired is out there, ready and waiting for you. If you can just become so focused on looking through the windscreen at the dream vision of your future with your foot on the accelerator, that you forget that the brake and the rear view mirror even exist. I love you all.